We all know the term black sheep. It's the odd one out, the misfit, the one who doesn't quite fit the mold. In almost every family, friend group, or community, there seems to be someone who stands out, someone who challenges the norm. This is the black sheep. Often misunderstood, black sheep are often seen as troublemakers or rebels. But what does it really mean to be the black sheep? What sets these individuals apart? This essay will explore the unique traits and characteristics of black sheep, examining the societal and familial forces that shape their experiences. We'll delve into the challenges and triumphs of being different, highlighting the often overlooked positive contributions of these unique individuals. Ultimately, we aim to understand the black sheep phenomenon not as a negative label, but as a testament to the diversity of human experience. By understanding the black sheep, we can learn to embrace individuality and appreciate the value of different perspectives. What exactly makes someone a black sheep? Is it their appearance, their actions, or perhaps something deeper within their character? It's not always a single defining characteristic, but rather a combination of traits and behaviors that deviate from the expected norm. These individuals often find themselves on a different wavelength, thinking and acting in ways that set them apart. Black sheep are often independent thinkers who question authority and challenge the status quo. They are not afraid to voice their opinions even if it means standing alone. They may be rebellious, rejecting societal expectations and choosing their own path. This rebellion is not just for the sake of being different, but a genuine pursuit of authenticity and self-expression. This nonconformity can manifest in various ways, from their appearance and interests to their careers and lifestyles. They might dress differently, pursue unconventional hobbies, or take on careers that others might find unusual. Creativity is another hallmark of the black sheep. Their unique perspective often leads to innovative ideas and artistic expressions that challenge the norm. They tend to think outside the box, often possessing unique talents and perspectives. This ability to see the world differently can lead to groundbreaking achievements and new ways of thinking. This creativity can be disruptive, challenging established norms and pushing boundaries. It can cause friction, but it also paves the way for progress and change. Black sheep are also often deeply empathetic and sensitive individuals. Their heightened awareness of the world around them allows them to connect deeply with others. They may be acutely aware of injustice and inequality, feeling compelled to speak out against it. This sense of justice drives them to take action, often leading them to become advocates for change. This can lead them to champion causes, challenge discrimination, and advocate for social change. Their courage to stand up for what they believe in inspires others to do the same. It's important to note that not all black sheep exhibit all these traits. Each individual is unique, and their experiences and characteristics can vary widely. The experience of being the different one is nuanced and varied. Some may embrace their uniqueness, while others may struggle with the isolation it can bring. However, a common thread that binds these individuals is their courage to be themselves, even in the face of pressure to conform. Their journey is a testament to the strength it takes to stay true to oneself, no matter the obstacles. The question of what creates a black sheep is complex. Is it nature or nurture? Genetics undoubtedly play a role, shaping personality traits like risk-taking and independence. Some individuals may simply be wired to question and challenge. However, environmental factors are equally influential. Family dynamics, cultural norms, and societal expectations all contribute to shaping an individual's sense of self. In some cases, black sheep emerge from rigid or restrictive environments where individuality is stifled. The black sheep's rebellion might be a reaction against control, a yearning for self-expression. Other times, black sheep may come from families that value individuality and encourage critical thinking. In these cases, their nonconformity is less a rebellion and more an extension of their upbringing. Ultimately, the black sheep likely emerges from a complex interplay of nature and nurture. It's a combination of innate traits and life experiences that shape their unique perspective and drive their unconventional path. Section 4. Navigating expectations, family dynamics, and the black sheep. The experience of being the black sheep within a family can be particularly challenging. It often feels like walking a tightrope, balancing between staying true to oneself and trying to fit into the family mold. Families often have unspoken rules and expectations, a shared sense of identity that binds them together. These rules can be as simple as shared traditions or as complex as deeply held beliefs and values. When one member deviates from this shared identity, it can create tension and conflict. This deviation can be seen in various forms, such as career choices, lifestyle preferences, or even personal beliefs. Black sheep may face criticism, judgment, or even rejection from their own family members. This criticism can be subtle, like a disapproving look, or overt, like direct confrontation or exclusion from family activities. Their choices might be met with disapproval, their dreams dismissed as unrealistic or foolish. This can be particularly painful when the black sheep is seeking validation or support from their loved ones. This can lead to feelings of isolation, misunderstanding, and a sense of not belonging. The black sheep might feel like an outsider in their own family, struggling to find their place. However, it's not always a story of conflict and estrangement. There are instances where families come to understand and accept the black sheep's differences. Some families learn to appreciate and celebrate the black sheep's unique qualities. They may come to see these differences as strengths rather than weaknesses. They might recognize the value of their different perspective, even if it challenges their own beliefs. This recognition can lead to a deeper, more meaningful connection within the family. In these families, the black sheep can become a catalyst for growth and change. Their willingness to challenge the status quo can inspire others to do the same. Their willingness to challenge the status quo can push their family members to examine their own beliefs and embrace new ways of thinking. This dynamic can ultimately lead to a more open-minded and accepting family environment, where differences are not just tolerated but celebrated. Section 5. The social impact of nonconformity, a double-edged sword. The impact of the black sheep extends beyond the family, influencing social groups and communities. These individuals, often seen as outliers, bring a unique dynamic to the social fabric. Their nonconformity can be both disruptive and inspiring, challenging established norms while also pushing for progress and change. By standing apart, they highlight the limitations and flaws within the existing system. On the one hand, black sheep can face social isolation and rejection. Their differences can make them targets for exclusion, as they do not fit the mold that society often expects. Their unconventional choices and behaviors might be met with disapproval or even hostility, particularly in communities that value conformity and tradition. This can manifest in various forms, from subtle social snubs to outright ostracism. They might be labeled as troublemakers, their ideas dismissed as radical or dangerous. This negative labeling can stifle their voices and discourage others from following in their footsteps. This social pressure can make it difficult for black sheep to find their place, leading to feelings of loneliness and alienation. The struggle to belong can be a heavy burden, impacting their mental and emotional well-being. On the other hand, black sheep can also be powerful agents of social change. Their courage to stand alone can inspire others to question the status quo and seek out new ways of thinking. Their willingness to question authority and challenge the status quo can inspire others to do the same. This ripple effect can lead to significant shifts in societal attitudes and behaviors. Their unique perspectives can shed light on injustice, inequality, and other societal issues that others might overlook or ignore. By bringing these issues to the forefront, they can initiate important conversations and drive meaningful change. In this way, black sheep can become catalysts for progress, pushing society towards greater acceptance, inclusivity, and innovation. Their presence challenges us to rethink our values and embrace diversity in all its forms, ultimately enriching the community as a whole.